What's going on, you guys? It's TruckLifeBando here to hit you guys with another one of those trucking videos. Today's topic, we'll be talking about what I went through on my first week out here by myself. And so I ended up hitting ready for dispatch while I was at home. Hit ready for dispatch. They told me to go to the yard, go to Cartersville, and from there I had to get turned up. I had to get my governor turned up because my truck was only going to 62. Don't know why it was only going 62, but I got it turned up to 66, and I ended up having to wait. Told me to fill up. I went over to the pump, and my card wasn't working. My Com Data card, it wasn't working. So I had to call up the Black River Falls. They actually fixed everything in the system, so I ended up getting filled up. Right after that, I ended up getting stuck at the gate. So I was not able to get out the gate. Took them about 30 minutes to get the gate fixed so I can hit the road and get running. So I had a trip from Georgia going to Milwaukee. I ended up staying in Tennessee that night, and I couldn't find anywhere to park. So I ended up just parking inside a Walmart parking lot. Good tip. So next day, I make it all the way up to Milwaukee. I'm doing my first drop. It's almost like when you get out there, like, you forget everything that you went through with that trainer. And since then, like when I got there, I'm thinking to myself, like, what am I supposed to do? So I get out the truck, I almost slip and fall. You know, they had ice up there and a lot of snow and stuff like that. I almost slipped and fall. Didn't realize that I shouldn't have put on my flip-flops before I got out the truck to walk up in there. So I ended up putting my shoes back on and going in there, figuring everything out. End up dropping the trailer and stuff by myself and hooking up to the next one. So my next load, it was going to Iowa, and it was going to Des Moines, Iowa. So I made it there. The load had to be there at 2 o'clock. I ended up getting there at 2:05. They would not let me deliver. So I ended up staying there overnight. So one of the things that I went through that was very, very challenging was the shipper. They told me that I could drop my trailer there, and I wanted to go get me a shower and stuff like that. So I dropped the trailer, go take my shower. Well, before I was able to take my shower, I pull up to a Love's and stuff like that, and they were closed. I'm like, why is this diesel station closed? So they were closed due to a fire on the inside. So I drove around the corner to the Pilot, went to the Pilot, took me a shower and stuff, came back to the truck. Didn't realize that on the other side of where I dropped this trailer at was a big mountain of snow that the snowmobile, whatever you want to call it, they just piled it up right there. So here I am, I'm trying for about 40 minutes, trying to get under this trailer, could not do it. It would not go. Every time I did it, the kingpin was not, you know what I'm saying, it was not going to happen. So I ended up looking on YouTube how to get under a trailer, like how to connect to a trailer at an angle. So I followed every step. So it's like I'm setting up, I'm stopping, I'm getting out and look, stop, get out and look, hop back in. It was just a revolving circle. So I finally got under it, got connected. I had to wait the next morning to get unloaded. So next morning, here we are, getting ready to get unloaded, and there's nothing but ice. And they want me to go to the fourth door in between just a trailer with no tractor hooked to it, and then a trailer with a tractor on the other side. So I had to get in between them and slide the tandems and all that. So I'm like, man, I gotta make tight turns and stuff like that. So I might as well just leave the tandems where they at. Once I get straight, then slide my tandems and stuff. So I did that. I ended up getting in, and from there, they had me go pick up in Amos, Iowa. So I went to Amos, Iowa, picked up, and then they gave me a load going to Palestine, Texas. So I think that was like 800 something miles, 835 miles or something like that. So I ended up driving all the way down to Palestine, and not realizing how valuable this 70-hour clock is. Me, like first week, you know what I'm saying, I'm still figuring everything out. So I got down there to the Walmart distribution center because I had a grocery load. So I ended up dropping and stuff. Went to stayed at the pilot that was down the street, and then from there they had me go to Fort Worth, Texas. So I drove from Palestine, Texas to Fort Worth, and I picked up a beer load at the Millis Transfer, and by that time, like, here we are the next day. I had to stop in Arkansas. No, I stopped in Tennessee. I stopped in Tennessee at the Loves. Like, they have a new Loves over there in Holiday, Tennessee. That's where I stopped at for the night, and I ended up having to do my 34-hour reset. So that's what I'm saying. Like, I didn't know how valuable that clock was until I had to stop, and I could not get rolling until I did that 34-hour reset. So I hung out, played a little Call of Duty and stuff like that, and kept it moving. And from there, I went straight to Ohio. I went to Ohio, and that was my first week. All of that in the first week, and I felt good about it. Like, there was some different challenges and stuff that I went through along the way. Like, when I went up to Milwaukee, I left out that after I dropped my load, they had me go fill up in Big Bend, Wisconsin. So I get over there to the Quick Trip, and I was like, I'm like, oh yeah, I'm finna turn right up in here. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's like so much snow down. It had the sign, the exit and enter sign covered up. So I was not able to see that sign. I pulled in through the wrong entrance and got stuck. So since that was covered up by snow, and I ended up getting stuck, I had to think. You know what I'm saying? I was all up in panic mode and stuff like that. I just took a breath, took a deep breath, hopped out the truck, got out and looked, found out how far I can go back. Then, bing, little bell went off in my head. Slide the tunnels, make tight turns. Slide the tunnels, slide the tunnels, slide the tunnels. So I slid the tunnels. I was able to get up out that situation and to get filled up. And I went to my safe haven for the night. And enough said. It's been another great day here with me, TruckLifeBando. I'm glad I got to give you guys some insight on how that first week was. You guys make sure you like, comment, and subscribe. Don't forget, Pack Sin. I'm out.